Never accept a ride from this driver or anyone like him. Let's talk about it. Welcome everyone, I'm Mark. This is Mark's Travel Time. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to ask that you click my face in the corner to subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell icon up above. That way you'll know when I post new videos. I have an interesting story to tell you about something that happened to me this morning. But before I do, I want to thank the sponsor of this video, Cover. If you are ever prevented from working, whatever the reason, maybe you get injured on or off the job, perhaps you get in an accident, maybe you get deactivated, Cover is there for you. Cover can either provide you with up to 80% of your lost wages, or in the case of deactivation, they can have an attorney write a letter to Uber or Lyft on your behalf demanding your reinstatement. I signed up, maybe you should too. Click my link down below to find out more. And right now, if you click that link, you get 1 month of protection from Cover absolutely free. So what happened to me this morning? I flew into Dulles Airport here in Washington. I ordered my Uber, and by the way, Uber and Lyft, the rideshare apps, they're so easy to find the pickup areas at that airport. I was really impressed. Anyway, I got out, I ordered my Uber, I'm waiting for him to arrive. What happens? Another car pulls up. The guy says, "I'm your Uber." I said, "No, you're not." It was a different make, model, and license plate of my Uber car. "Oh, that's okay, I'm an Uber driver, same price." Let's talk about what happened. He was trying to swoop in and steal somebody else's ride. That is theft. I don't know if it's officially illegal. It should be illegal. When I was a kid, I used to have a paper route. And I remember there were some of the paper boys, and what they would do is take their quarter, 50 cents, or whatever it was, and they would put it in the newspaper machine, and they'd open up the box, and they'd take out the whole stack of papers. Then they would stand on the corner and hold up the paper, and someone would come up and they would sell them the newspapers. Now, you might say, well, that's stealing. They stole this whole stack of newspapers. Or you might say, well, wait a minute, this kid was working hard. He sold the papers. They might have gone unsold if they sat in the box. It was somebody else's newspaper he was selling. It's the same with the Uber driver. You could say, well, I don't know, he was giving you the ride. What difference does it make? He earned the money. No, he was stealing that ride from another driver. But it can be so much worse than that. Let's say that someone wasn't as attentive as me. Someone pulled up and said, "I'm your ride," and they just hopped in. We've seen and heard some of the things that happen when this type of event occurs. We have seen people get attacked, get assaulted, and in some cases, murdered. And that is because people aren't paying attention. I can tell you from this experience, it's really easy to get a little confused and get taken aback. This guy swooped in, and at first I thought, is he my driver? Because in the past, I've had it happen once, and I chronicled that on this channel, where someone pulled up and they were the right driver, but they had a different vehicle. It was the same make and model. It was a Prius, but it had a different license plate. And as it turns out, this guy's car was in the shop or some such thing. And so it was the real guy, and he really did have the request. What if this guy that pulled up this morning would have been in the same, just by chance, make and model of a car? Because let's face it, that would be pretty easy. If he had a silver Toyota, there's a really good chance that it could be mistaken for that car, because there's a ton of silver Toyotas that are working for Uber and Lyft. The next thing I thought is, oh, he just came up to the wrong person, and he pulled up to the next guy that was waiting and did the same thing. At that point, I realized what was going on. I got out my camera, I tried to snap a picture. Too late. I got 2 pictures of his car, but he was speeding off, so neither of them have a clear capture of the license plate. I figured that one of 2 things happened. Either he was a real Uber driver, in which case we could have got him thrown off the platform because what he was doing was immoral, unethical, and possibly illegal, probably illegal. Or worse, he had no affiliation with Uber or Lyft. And he just stuck those stickers on his car and then would swoop in and try to get somebody's ride. Now I have another question about that, actually a couple questions. Number one, how did he expect me to pay for this? As an Uber customer, I expect to pay over the app. If he's swooping in, I can't pay him over the app. He would want cash. What if I got in that car, I got to my destination, I didn't have cash? Or worse yet, what if he never took me to the destination? These are all things that we have to think about. If you're an Uber passenger, it is so easy. I was surprised at, I am well versed in this. I know what people do. I was surprised at how momentarily I was taken aback by this. I thought to myself, is this my driver? Why is he in the wrong car? What's happening here? I had to process this for a minute. And I said to him, no, get the hell out of here. And it was not the right car. It was not the right license plate. I told him 3 times. Finally, I told him more aggressive way, like I just said, you're not my driver. My driver finally came, and I mentioned it to him. He didn't seem to speak very much English, but by all indications, he was telling me, yeah, I know that happens. It happens a lot. So we really have to be careful of these vultures, these pirates that swoop in and try to take a ride. At best, they're stealing from other drivers. At worst, they're perpetrating crimes, and they could be really up to no good, trying to rob people, assault people, or in some cases, murder people. There is no record. If I would have gotten that vehicle, nobody would have known where I was, who I was with, or where I was going. So we have to be really careful. I'm going to leave you with a couple of questions. Any riders out there, have you ever had this happen? If so, did you take the ride? And drivers, are you aware of these vultures and pirates that are swooping in and stealing rides from you? Have you ever arrived at the destination to find your passenger was gone? I wonder if the times that we get cancellations, that's not what's happening. Well, that's it for today. As always, I encourage you to like and share the videos. Leave your comments down below. If you haven't already, please click my face to subscribe. Don't forget to ring that bell icon. That way you'll know when I post new videos. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm Mark. This is Mark's Travel Time.